Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Thursday, January 22nd, 2026. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. I had a meeting at Annapolis High yesterday afternoon at 2 p.m. I left just after 3, and remind me to never do that again. I'll tell you, the older I get, the less patience I have with traffic, and to the lady in the white GMC SUV that let me in, thank you. All right, here's a fun boomer trivia for you. What child actor made their film debut by kicking Elvis Presley in the shins on screen? Hang tight, we're going to have that answer for you in a few minutes, but now we have some news, so let's get right into it, shall we? Anne Arundel County Police and Anne Arundel County Sheriff's Office say that a 19-year-old Glen Burnie resident was arrested on Monday in connection with sexual offenses involving an underage victim. Police said detectives with the Criminal Investigations Division Child Abuse Unit used investigative techniques to track the suspect's location and took him into custody when he arrived at a residence on Phyllis Drive in Glen Burnie. Authorities said that the arrest was made without incident. Now, the suspect was transported to Jennifer Road Detention Center for booking and service of the warrant. Police said he is being held without bond. Charging documents list 9 separate sex offenses and 4 separate second-degree assault charges. Police said that the investigation does remain open and active, and they are continuing their investigation. Here in Annapolis, Governor Wes Moore released his budget proposal, calling it a plan to lower costs for Marylanders and improve the state's economic competitiveness, but it does come with about $1.8 billion in cuts and fund transfers, including reduced cost sharing with local governments and $100 million in business tax cuts. Acting Budget and Management Secretary Jake Weissman said money cut from several areas would be shifted into the state's general fund, including $322 million from the capital budget, $292 million from the Strategic Energy Investment Fund, $187 million from the Fiscal Responsibility Fund, $150 million from the Local Income Tax Reserve, and $145 million from the Rainy Day Fund. Moore said that the budget would still maintain an 8% rainy day fund and at least $100 million in cash reserves, while also putting a record $124 million toward public safety and expanding housing supply investments to $352 million. Maryland House Republicans criticized the plan as accounting tricks, with Minority Leader Justin Buckle arguing it creates the illusion of stability, and Minority Whip Jesse Pippy accusing the administration of continuing pet projects. Moore pointed to federal job losses and blamed policy decisions from the Trump-Vance administration for much of the state's fiscal squeeze, saying, "We're going to control the things that we can control," and adding that I can't control the erratic behavior from the Trump-Vance administration. It should be noted that of all of the millions being transferred, not a single million was transferred to my bank account. The Baltimore Business Journal has named 3 Anne Arundel County executives to its inaugural Executive Leadership Awards. Kristen Peronis, the CEO of Visit Annapolis and Anne Arundel County, Jonathan Rondo, CEO and president of Fellow, and Chris Barber, founder and chief nerd at Cheaper Than a Geek. The new awards replace the BBJ's long-running CEO of the Year and Power 10 lists and are meant to highlight leaders with a track record of organizational growth and community leadership. Peronis was recognized for guiding Visit Annapolis and Anne Arundel County, a role tied directly to the region's visitor economy and major events business. Rondo was honored for leading Fellow, a Maryland-based organization focused on inclusion and services for people with disabilities. He has been CEO since 2017 and oversaw the organization's 2025 rebrand to Fellow to emphasize connection and opportunity. Now, Barber was included for building Cheaper Than a Geek, a local IT services company in Crofton known for tech support, managed IT service, and cybersecurity for residents and small businesses. The honorees are scheduled to be recognized on March 18th at an event at the Pendry up in Baltimore. And I'll tell you a bit of a brag here. We have featured each of them on a local business spotlight. Irish music fans will have 2 chances to catch Derek Warfield and the Young Wolf Tones in Davidsonville this spring, with shows set for Tuesday, March 3rd and Wednesday, March 4th at Killarney House. Both nights will start at 7:30 p.m., and the performances are expected to deliver the group's signature mix of traditional Irish ballads, rebel songs, and sing-along favorites. The kind of set where you may show up planning just to listen and have a nice time and leave wondering how the hell you became part of the band. Warfield also mixes music with Irish history storytelling, weaving context into the songs that many fans already know by heart. Tickets are only $35 per show, and they can be purchased online through the pub's website at killarneyhousepub.com or in person at Killarney House. And I do recommend that option because go get some of their yummy food. These shows will sell out. That's your warning. So if you're interested, jump on them. You want to be sure to catch our local business spotlight this weekend. This week, I am chatting with Phil Kaplan from Burdens Men Carry, and that'll drop at Saturday at noon. And ironically, that's before the burden of snow that we will all carry on Sunday. And in closing, one of the best ways to stay up to date on the local news is to receive the Daily News Recap email. That's sent out to your email inbox at 7 p.m. every single day. It is free. It is paywall free, and I've got a link right here in the show notes for you to sign up. And please, feel free to let your friends, family, and colleagues all know about it as well. All right, that is a wrap. As always, thank you for being you, and a thank you to the sponsors for today's Daily News Brief: Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Hospice of the Chesapeake, and Mac Medics. As for that trivia, it was Kurt Russell, and in 1979, he actually played the King in the biopic, or is it biopic? I don't know. But he actually played the King in Elvis. All right, so now you just need to sit back because George Young is here with your eye on Annapolis local weather, and I'm sure he's going to have some snow information coming your way. And Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace is here with your Annapolis Makerspace Maker Minute. All of that's coming your way, so hang tight.
There are more than 500 pets in the care of the SPCA of Anne Arundel County that need good homes, and they have so much to offer the rest of us. At Annapolis Subaru, we are committed to helping the SPCA see that these animals stay safe and healthy. All year long, Annapolis Subaru partners with the SPCA to host pet adoption events, sponsor vaccination clinics, and community events. We feature pets on our weekly Canines and Crosstreks podcast. Our associates and our Subaru customers show up in packs at the Walk for the Animals and Lights on the Bay events. You can help our SPCA find loving homes for these pets. Volunteer, donate, foster, read a book, scratch some ears, or rub some bellies. Show up for the pets in the care of the SPCA of Anne Arundel County.
Next up, we're diving into today's Eye on Annapolis weather forecast. From sunny skies over the bay to storm warnings that could impact your plans, we've got the details to keep you ahead of the curve. Stay tuned. It's all coming your way in just a moment.
Hey everyone, this is George Young with your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief weather forecast for Thursday, January 22nd. Nice day today for the Annapolis region with sunny highs in the upper 40s to lower mid 50s, but very cold temps will move in Saturday morning, and a big winter storm will start to impact the region starting late Saturday or early Sunday, and likely will last into the early morning hours of Monday. Look for AM lows Saturday to be in the 8 to 15 degree range, with a small chance that a little bit of snow starts to fall in the afternoon or evening hours Saturday, with steadier and heavier snow expected late Saturday or in the overnight hours of Sunday morning, with a likelihood that snow will be heavy at times throughout the day, with precip continuing all day Sunday and into Sunday night, possibly again extending into Monday morning, with the big question being whether or not the precip will be all snow or will it mix with sleet and or freezing rain. Bottom line is this, though: snow will fall across the region, and it'll almost definitely be 6 inches or more, and very likely will be 10 inches or more, regardless of any mixing. And if the precip does stay all snow, then Annapolis and the surrounding region will very likely see 10 to 15 inches of snowfall, with some spots ending up in the 15 to 20 inch range, depending on localized heavier pockets of snow. The one thing nobody wants, which is definitely still a real possibility for this storm, is for an extended period of moderate or heavy freezing rain on top of many inches of snow, which could cause power outages and much more difficult to impossible travel conditions that could last for a while, as temps might not hit 30 degrees until maybe Thursday or Friday of next week, with AM lows Tuesday and Wednesday mornings very likely down in the single digits for many. Long story short, this expected winter storm will very likely be high impact to the region, including the potential for multiple days of school closures, with any kind of travel likely a major challenge both Sunday and Monday, and possibly even Tuesday. So do what you need to do now to prepare between now and midday Saturday before things start to unfold, so that you're able to safely ride it out without too much interruption or inconvenience. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young for Eye on Annapolis Weather. Make it a great day out there today. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to visit eyeonannapolis.net/weather for the latest conditions and forecast information for the Annapolis region, so you can always stay weather informed.
Coping with advanced illness can be overwhelming, and determining the best options for a loved one isn't always so easy. But here at Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, we want you to know you do have a choice. You can choose exactly who provides the care and the type of care you receive, and it's your decision when and where your loved one receives that care. We have served our community, family, and friends for over 40 years. We are there when you need us. Learn how we can help at hospicechesapeake.org.
Every week, makers, crafters, and educators hold events all over the area. Highlighting some of those, here's our Maker Minutes, brought to you by Annapolis Makerspace.
Hey, this is Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes. At Knits and Pieces off of Bestgate Road, tonight, check out their comprehensive Learn to Knit class. These are the January and February sessions, and registration is open for Saturday's skills session, Intro to Cables, Socks 101, Intro to Colorwork and Steeking, and more classes coming up in February, March, and April. At Local by Design, Saturday and Sunday, check out their monthly Annapolis Artisans Market, where you can visit their workshop off of Chickapin Round Road, meet some local artists, and pick up some great gifts. At Art Farm in Annapolis, tonight there's a sketch night with a live model. Sunday there's yoga in the gallery. Then on Monday there's a monthly watercolor pop-up workshop. And registration is open for more adult workshops, including ones involving podcasting, photography, and lots more. And also be sure to check out their art bar, as well as their Creative Circle meetup. And Art Farm's Kids Winter Art Camps are here. There's a Kids Art School for ages 4 through 5 on Monday. There's a Kids Art School for grades 1 through 3 on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. There's a Kids Art School for grades 4 through 6 on Tuesday and Wednesday. Then there's hand-drawn comics for grades 3 through 5, tonight and Wednesday. Saturday, there's fiber arts and mixed media for grades 4 through 6. Wednesday, there's drawing and painting for grades 4 through 6. And also tomorrow, there's the first Friday Night Kids Club this season, where you can drop off the kids and have some time to yourself. At the Anne Arundel County Public Library System this week, today Odenton has a paint night, and Linthicum has a Lego club. Saturday, Severna Park has Lure Making 101. Maryland City has Relax with Reverse Coloring. Discoveries has a Teen Sip and Paint. Eastport has a Chili Cook-Off. And Odenton has Building Block Challenge, Build It with Lego. On Monday, Crofton has a Crofton Houseplant Club. Tuesday, Glen Burnie has Little Artist Process Art, as well as Hooked, a crochet and knitting club. Severn has Lego Batman Movie with a movie and craft night. And then there's an online session with Mindful Art of Zentangle. Finally, on Wednesday, Severna Park has a homeschool lunch and learn with Water's Secret Superpower. Over at Unallocated Space in Millersville, tonight, check out their virtual happy hour. Saturday, they have an ARRL Winter Field Day, where you can make radio contacts and learn about amateur radio. Monday is their project night, and Wednesday is their weekly open house. And at Annapolis Makerspace this week, Tuesday, we have our monthly open house for anyone who wants to check out the shop and meet some of our members. If you have any questions about the Annapolis Makerspace, the Maker Minutes, or any of these events, feel free to contact me at trevor@makeannapolis.org. And you can find links to all these events at the Annapolis Makerspace website, also at makeannapolis.org. Whether you're making art, software, sawdust, or just a mess, chances are you're already a maker. This has been Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes.
Have you ever had to wait to get an appointment at the Apple Store? Skip the wait and the line at the mall by visiting Mac Medics in Severna Park, where appointments are not necessary. Mac Medics is an Apple authorized premium service provider. Mac Medics services all Apple devices, including broken iPhone screens and batteries, and all without an appointment. Most iPhone repairs are complete the same day and usually within a few hours. Mac Medics is also an Apple authorized reseller and sell Apple products at the same price as the Apple Store. Visit Mac Medics in Severna Park or Lanham for Apple authorized sales and service and shop local. Don't wait for help. Call Mac Medics at 410-757-MAX, which is 410-757-6227. It's 410-757-6227. Or visit them online at macmedics.com. You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.